Let's talk today about finding accurate entry points. If you are an amateur or rookie trader, someone that's new to the business of trading futures, either full-time or part-time, this video is for you. Please take the time to watch the video in its entirety. Supply and demand, what is that? It simply is just locating or identifying high probability areas, meaning where aggressive buying or selling takes place at. Now, it's your key. It's your goal as a day trader to determine the best opportunities, meaning the best entry points on areas to take trades from. So that's why we want to. I talk about here on the channel using basically two charts. The more confluence you have, if you got three charts that are paired together or working in the same direction, then the market will tend to move in your direction. I like to use a higher base chart to mark my trade from, and then scale down or move down to a lower base chart to find more of an accurate or entry point to get into a trade. So let's take a look here on the charts. I want to show you, for example, a few trades that I took today, ones that I posted over on the Discord community. I won't be going into a trade breakdown video, but I will just be showing you the trades that I took over on the Discord. And showing you the pretty much the setup of what unfolded, what I was actually just looking at, when it came to trading futures. Okay, now I was trading the Nasdaq, all right, and of course we are in the September contract. That's the third contract into the year, and what I was noticing, I used my 120 range chart to kind of overall, that's like the higher time frame or higher base chart that I use that helps me determine the direction of the market. So when I'm looking at the 120 and I see the market has been breaking structure to the upside, as you can see here, what does that mean? We're aggressively moving higher, making higher highs and higher lows. All right. Yesterday was a range day. Okay. If you got caught up in this chop, then you probably got kind of chopped up. All right. Now, into the overnight session, probably about, I guess it's about 9 o'clock yesterday evening, Eastern time. This was a beautiful, beautiful opportunity to take a long entry from. This was off the 120. I'm not taking my trades off the 120. I'm just telling you that this zone was marked up off the 120 and then it moved to the upside. Now, I didn't trade, into the overnight session. So now I moved down to my 60 range chart. I just came off the 120. I moved down to lower base charts to find entry points. I'm not trading off the 60, but I'm just trying to follow price action as well. And then I moved down to like a 24 range or 12 range chart. That allows me to get into more of a better entry, all right? Finding ones that are more accurate, finding ones that, I don't want to take my trades off of a higher base chart, because if you start taking trades from a higher base chart, especially if you have a limited amount of funds, okay, meaning capital, and you're trading from your personal account, you're going to blow that account, all right? Because the market may move and has lots of movements off of higher base charts if you're looking at higher base zones. So be very mindful. I do want to stop real quick and mention that, because people have asked me, and they continue to do, Mike, how do I gain access to the trade breakdown videos? Those videos are made private to the elite members. If you want to become an elite member, and of course you already know the fees, it's $6.99. That's all it is, $6.99 a month, okay? And you get access to those great trade breakdown videos where I go in detail, giving you the full-on mindset of what I was thinking leading up to trades, why I took the trade, stop loss, talking about target profit, just giving you a in-depth detail understanding from my mindset of the trades that I took. Also, you get the video playlist, which is a link-by-link series of videos that I feel cover the strategy in full and goes into detail about the strategy and how I trade it. So if you want to gain access to that, the link is down in the description portion of the video. You'll see two links. One titled the Discord link, which is free if you want to join the Discord. And then you'll see one right below that to become an elite member. Click on that one. You'll see two tiers pop up once you click the link. Make sure to choose a tier for $6.99. That's the elite channel supporter or elite channel member tier. Forget which one is titled as. But that one will give you the access directly to the trade breakdowns. But anyways, going back to the 60 range chart, I see that the market opened up and we had a structural break to the upside here above 20,103, and then it moves lower. It breaks this area structure here at 20,009. So But below us, we have demand as well. This was an untapped or unmitigated zone, okay, a demand, and then one here as well. The first one here, it did reject, but you got to pay attention to what's above you. First, also understand and pay close attention to price action, because we broke lower here, and we broke below this area here at 20,009. So, you have demand here, but you also have a supply area right here, and there's one up here. So be very careful, okay, because these were aggressive selling, leaving unmarked or untapped areas of supply back above us. But this was an opportunity for a trade that I did take this morning. And basically what I just looked for, it tapped the zone there. Once it tapped it, I moved down to my 24 range chart. And I'm going to show you the trade that I took right quick, because it's right here on the Discord for all those that want to see it. It was right here. Actually, all three trades I took today, I posted over in the Discord. So this was an entry going long. The next one was a short. But what I do is I'll move down to my 24 once I mark the zone up on my 60 range chart, okay? And like I did right here, mark the zone, move down to the 24 range. We'll do that now. So then I move down to my 24 range, and all I'm looking for is just for a demand area to be created, pretty much, an aggressive area where there was buying. So the market broke up here, pulled back, and broke to the upside here, creating, you see this aggressive buying area right here, leaving behind this beautiful demand area right here. So I waited for the pullback, and when the market tapped into that zone right there, I went long. I'm looking to go long to take out the high right here. So I think that was like a 9.5 point pickup right there. It wasn't, just a quick scalp off the Nasdaq, off the rejection here. You could have actually gotten to this trade a little sooner than that. When the market broke up here, this was aggressive buying. That was demand right there. It comes back, taps this zone right here, right around 20,008.25. Look for the break, close to the candle above, and go long, okay? You could do that just as well. Now, if you pay close attention here, I'm going to go back to the 60 range chart right here. See this supply area right here? All right. So this, the market pulled back into it roughly around, well, it tapped into it here at almost 11 o'clock, 10:55, all right? So you can look for rejection to go short from there, okay, in which the market did go. You can see what it did. But let me walk through the setup with you and show you what took place here. The market taps, let's see, pulls back into, where is it at? 20,030. All right. Oops. That's 12 range. Yeah, this area right here. Once it taps into it, we're just basically looking for the market to give us a setup to where it creates a beautiful area of supply. Now, right here, it tapped into the zone, it pushed down, okay? And then it breaks higher right here, as you can see right here. All right. It breaks higher there, okay? Now, if you notice what took place right here, this was a sweep of liquidity right here at the top here. So it rejected when it tapped back into that 20,030 area. It didn't kind of like push down, pull back, and give us a aggressive selling area to pull back to an area of supply. It went back up there. It broke right slightly above this area here. So it took out an area of liquidity, and then it went to the downside. So if you went short here, somewhere around here below 20,026, you could have taken it back down here to 16, picked up 10 points right there. Then the market turns back around. It sweeps this area here, the low here, as you can see here. Beautiful area there. And then it pushes back up and breaks above here. Now, still, we're looking because we're still in that demand zone. That's the area of supply. It comes back into it for a second time, all right, as you can see. So where we at? You can see it here, rejects, pulls back into it, all right. And as you can see what it does right here, it sweeps this area of liquidity right here on the 60 and on the 24 range. So it pushed up here, pushed down right here. And when it broke below this area here or swept that area there at 20,011, you can look for the pullback to this area right here, because this was an area of supply right here, for it to come back and look for rejection around 20,030 and then go short. But as you see here, when it got back up there, it didn't reject that area, all right? At the area of supply, it broke above it there, and so there's another setup for a liquidity sweep. These are bearish liquidity sweeps right here, where the market broke above and then pushed lower here. So you're just looking for, you're moving down to your lower, your base charts to look for more defined or more accurate entry points to get into the market to take your trades. All right, these are going to get you into, help you find better entry points. So then the market moves lower from there. You can see what takes place here. It moves lower, but then it taps into this area of, there's another area of demand resting right below it. So that's where I want to show you a trade that I took, and it was off of a liquidity sweep. It was a bullish liquidity sweep back to the upside. I'm going to show it to you here on the Discord right quick, okay? And then we'll talk about the trade. All right, so you see it right here. Swept right below this low here, okay? When it pushed lower here, I was looking for it to do this. Push up, aggressive buying or demand here, push, pull back, and then reject this area. Now, this would have been a low probability setup trade because the zone had been already tapped back into, so this would have been a low probability setup. But what it did was it ended up not being a demand setup, okay? Meaning a low probability demand setup. It actually swept below the area here where liquidity rests at, and then I took a trade going back long. All right, so I'm going to show you, if you take a look here, this is that area of demand off of the 60 range chart. I marked the zone up. We'll move down to the 24 range. I got the zone marked up on the 60. The big rectangle zones, the 60 range demand zone, and the market breaks into it. I'm looking for a demand setup pretty much for us to look for a pullback. It does that right here. But if you notice here, the market pulls back. If you know what I'm talking about when I say unmitigated versus mitigated, or high probability versus low probability, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, spend some time watching the videos, or maybe even become a elite member to where I talk about those type things. But I talk about even here on the public forum on the channel here. Just kind of scroll, watch the videos, guys. Please spend time watching them. I'm not going to be answering questions left and right all the time because the information is there. Spend time watching the videos and you'll find your answers that you need, because I've answered the same questions a million times over. So anyways, the market rejects the area, aggressive buying, comes back to it. It doesn't tap back into, well, it does tap back into the low probability zone, but it breaks right through it, meaning not breaking close, but sweeps it. All right. So I saw this candle right here. You see this bullish candle right here. The wick of it broke below the low here at 19,958 3/4. When it did that and turned back around and closed with a hammer candle to the upside of bullish candle, I went long. Okay, but I got to be mindful what's above me, because I see that this aggressive area right here, that's supply. So I knew that the market could definitely run up there. So I got into the trade at 19,964 and roughly took it back up to 19,973 area, but you could have taken it up to 74. I got a 73 1/4, so you could have taken it up to 74 right here, supply right here. So be careful what's above you. I talk about price action and taking a look at what's below and what's above you when you get before you get into a trade, so that you know where you can take the trade back up to, okay, or at least. All right, so that's what I did right there at 64, and I got out at 7. So it was almost a 10-point trade, a little less than 10 points there, but still. I took 3 nice setups today and, profited well in doing so. So you can take trades like this, and that's what I'm saying. Mark your zones from a higher base chart and just move down to a lower base chart. More confluence using multiple charts. But when you start moving down from one chart to another chart, it allows you to get more into, find better entry points, more accurate ones that you can get into and the trade to work out. Okay, more confluence, trade works out. But outside of that, that's all I have for you guys today. I appreciate each and every one of you that support the channel, especially everyone that's an elite member, all those that continue to watch the videos here on the channel. And again, if you're interested in becoming an elite member here to the channel, for only $6.99, you're getting a lot of value for that small amount of money. Just find the link down in the description portion of the video. If you aren't a sub, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click on the subscribe button now. Join the team, join the Discord as well. Make sure to turn on all your post notifications so you do not miss one of the uploads. Okay, one of the videos here that when I post, I pretty much post almost daily, sometimes every other day. But outside of that, I appreciate everyone tuning in and watching on the daily. If you found value in today's video, please take the time to go ahead and click on that like button. Click it now, all right? I'll see everyone in the next one. Take care. If you traded today or are still trading, please make sure to be safe. Tomorrow's Friday. I wish everyone a happy weekend as well. Take care.